What if I told you that the size of your success is determined by the size of your thinking? Today we're breaking down The Magic of Thinking Big by David Skewers, a classic self-help book that's transformed millions of lives since 1959, whether you're stuck in a rut or ready to level up. So these principles will change how you approach life, so let's dive in. So David Skewers was a professor and a motivational speaker who noticed something fascinating. Successful people weren't necessarily smarter or more talented than others. The difference? They thought bigger, they believed in bigger possibilities, set bigger goals, and took bigger actions. This book isn't about positive thinking alone. It's about practical strategies to expand your mindset and achieve more than you ever thought possible. So let's explore the key takeaways. First, believe you can succeed. The first principle is belief. Skewers argues that belief is the thermostat that regulates what we accomplish in life. If you think you can't do something, you're right. If you think you can, you are also right. Here's the key insight. Successful people aren't born with confidence. They develop it by thinking thoughts of success rather than failure. When faced with a challenge, they ask, how can I make this work instead of why won't this work? Practical application. Start monitoring your self-talk. When you catch yourself thinking, I can't, immediately replace it with, how can I? This simple shift rewires your brain for possibility rather than limitation. Cure yourself of excusitis. Skewers introduces a brilliant concept. Excusitis, the failure disease. It's when we manufacture excuse for why we can't succeed. The four common strains are health excusitis, I'm too tired, intelligence excusitis, I'm not smart enough, age excusitis, I'm too old or too young, and luck excusitis, I just don't have good luck. The cure? Refuse to make excuses. Instead, focus on your asset rather than your liabilities. Everyone has limitations, but successful people don't dwell on them. They concentrate on what they can do, not what they can't. Action step. Write down your top 3 excuses. Now, beside each one, write 3 examples of people who succeeded despite that same limitation. This breaks the excuse pattern. Third, build confidence and destroy fear. Fear is the biggest obstacle to thinking big. Skewers teaches that fear and confidence cannot coexist. You're either feeding one or the other. His confidence-building formula is simple but powerful. Action cures fear. When you're afraid, take action. The more you act despite fear, the more your confidence grows. Sitting and thinking about your fears only magnifies them. Another key principle. Isolate your fear and analyze it. Most fears are based on assumptions, not facts. When you examine them logically, they often fall apart. Pro tip, make a habit of doing one thing each day that scares you slightly. This builds your courage muscle and expands your comfort zone systematically. Number 4, think and dream creatively. Skewers emphasizes that creative thinking isn't reserved for artists. It's a practical tool for solving problems and achieving goals. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to creativity in approaching challenges. He suggests several techniques. First, believe it can be done. When you believe something is possible, your mind automatically searches for ways to do it. Second, don't let tradition paralyze your mind. Just because it's always been done one way doesn't mean that's the best way. Third, ask yourself daily, how can I do this better? Here is a powerful exercise. Take any problem you're facing and ask, if I had unlimited resources and no fear of failure, how would I solve this? Often this reveals solutions that are more achievable than you think. Number 5. You are what you think you are. This is about self-image. Skewers teaches that your appearance, your environment, and the way you think about yourself directly impact your success. Key principles. Think like important people think. How would the person you want to become handle this situation? Upgrade your thinking to upgrade your results. Also, your physical appearance matters, not because looks are everything, but because how you present yourself affects how you feel and how others perceive you. Environment shapes thinking too. Surround yourself with people who think big, who are positive, and who support your growth. Avoid negative, small-thinking people who drain your energy and limit your vision. Quick action. Identify your first-class self, the person you want to become. Start acting as that person would act today, not someday. Number 6. Manage your environment. Your environment is more powerful than willpower. Skewers explains that you become like the people you associate with and the information you consume. 3 environment management strategies. First, avoid negative, gossipy people who complain constantly. They are thinking small and they'll pull you down. Second, actively seek people who are bigger thinkers than you. Mentors, successful peers, positive influences. Third, circulate in new group. Join organizations, attend events, and expose yourself to different perspectives. Also manage your mental environment. What you read, watch, and listen to shapes your thinking. Feed your mind success material rather than negativity and drama. Challenge. Do an environment audit this week. Who are your 5 closest associates? Are they thinking big or small? What content are you consuming daily? Adjust accordingly. Number 7. Turn defeat into victory. Keywords teaches that setbacks are inevitable, but they are also opportunities. The difference between successful and unsuccessful people isn't that successful people don't face defeat, it's that they respond differently. This formula: when you face a setback, salvage something from it. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Every failure contains seeds of equivalent or greater benefit if you look for them. Also, experiment and keep trying. Thomas Edison didn't fail 10,000 times at making a light bulb. He found 10,000 ways that didn't work. Each failure brought him closer to success. Remember, big thinkers see setbacks as temporary and specific. Small thinkers see them as permanent and pervasive. Key takeaways. Let's recap the magic of thinking big. 1. Believe you can succeed. Your belief determines your results. 2. Cure yourself of excusitis. Stop making excuses and focus on what you can do. 3. Build confidence through action. Action cures fear. 4. Think creatively. Believe solutions exist and your mind will find them. 5. You are what you think you are. Act like the person you want to become. 6. Manage your environment. Surround yourself with big thinkers. 7. Turn defeats into victories. Learn from every setback. The central message: success isn't about your circumstances, intelligence, or luck. It's about how big you dare to think. Here's your challenge. Pick one principle from today's video and implement it this week. Start small. Maybe it's replacing one "I can't" with "how can I?" or avoiding one negative person. Remember, thinking big isn't about being unrealistic. It's about refusing to accept unnecessary limitations. Your life expands or contracts in proportion to your thinking. If you found this valuable, hit that like button, subscribe for more book summaries, and drop a comment telling me which principle resonated most with you. Thanks for watching, and remember, think big.